Hello, everyone. How y'all doing out there, man? Hope y'all doing good. Staying safe and just staying alive. So, I'm aiming for my light goal again, which has been 5. We still on it, man. But I want to get straight into this video and just 2 disclaimers, all right? This is going to be a long video. I have a lot of notes, and I might go off script like I always do, like literally always do. And okay, so as of right now, this month, 2020, Candace Owens and Cardi B are going at it. Okay? And I want to talk about it. I'm most likely going to, but I said I wanted to stay out of politics because that's not really my lane. That's not really my zone, even though I do know a little bit about politics. Like, I can have not too deep, but a general political discussion. I could, but I wanted to stay out of it, but I might have to talk about it. So look out for that video coming soon if I do decide to talk about it. All right. So this topic though is not political. Actually, yeah, it might be depending on how you look at it. So Jeff Bezos, right? We all know who that is, right? He's been in the news recently for his wealth, affluence. And people are jelly about it. If you don't know what that means, that's jealous. They're jealous about it. And for good reason and not for good reason. And I'll get into it. Honestly speaking, I had to look at this from both sides, alright? So as of right now in 2020, it's being reported that he could become the world's first trillionaire. You heard that right, folks. Trillionaire. With a T. With a capital T. If you didn't hear me properly, a trillionaire. With a T. With a T. Mind you, that's with a T. If you didn't hear me properly, that's with a T. Trillionaire. Can you imagine that, man? Can you, honestly speaking, can you imagine that? Oh my God. But with that kind of money and with that kind of success, people are going to have opinions as to what you should be doing with your money. And they'll find a way, or try to find a way to discredit you for having that money. Like, you shouldn't have more money than the government, or the government should be taking some of that money and distributing. All of that stuff, this is the type of stuff you would hear. But for me, and for this channel, I consider my job, I had to look at this from both sides, because as of right now, where I'm at in my life, I'm at the middle of this spectrum, because I really do believe it's a spectrum. It's either one side of it is he should be giving all his money. When I say all, I mean like 90% of his money to the homeless or the poor or whatever. And the other side is like, it's his money. He could do whatever he wants. I'm in the middle, but I am actually leaning towards it's his money. He could do whatever he wants. So on the one hand, for the people that are saying that he should give away his money, honestly speaking, I do agree with that sentiment, 100%. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. But it's just the fact that the people that say that, they have such a unrealistic expectation. Like, they're expecting him to give all his money away, pretty much. Like, they'll hear that. Like, this is hypothetical, mind you. They'll hear him, like, let's say, he gives away $1 billion, right? There'll be people like, wow, but he's worth this amount of money. He should be giving away more than that. You, like, honestly, if you're like me and you read all comments, I don't read every single one, but I read a lot of comments just because I be trying to figure out where people's mind is at. Like, what are people thinking about this topic? You could never satisfy these people, man. You can't. But think about it, man. $1 billion is still a lot of money. A lot of skeptics out there don't even trust these charities because if a person is donating $1 billion, I should. If okay, not me. I was saying, if a person is donating $1 billion, we as society should see some change in that. You know what I mean? So wherever he's donating this money, and who was that? I think Bill Gates with the Gates on the he donating so much money, but I feel like we're not seeing any change. So it's not even their fault anymore. Because once they donate the money, it's not up to them where it goes. I mean, they donate it to the charity, but it's up to the charity as to what they're gonna do with that money. So you can't blame these billionaires and millionaires for what happens, even if they do donate. You know what I mean? But like I said, you can't satisfy these people. They expect him to give away all his damn money. Pretty much. That's the way I interpreted people who say that kind of stuff. Like, wow, he's donating only $1 billion. Wow. And he like, no, stop. stop. We can't expect him to give away all his damn money. And what you gotta realize too, what I've read, is that all of that money is not liquid. That's not all cash money he has. That's not all ready and available for him. That's stocks he has. So, we got to keep that in mind too. He can't literally give $1 billion in cash. I mean, maybe. I'm sure he could just by his name alone. But come on, we got to be realistic here. And what I started to do, right, by that logic, but I tried to lessen it, right, for the poor people out there like me, for the less fortunate, the not billionaires, the not upper class, right? Imagine you had $1,000, right? Would you give 100 of that to a charity? Think about that now. Would you give $100 out of your 1,000 for the good of mankind? A lot of people wouldn't, and that's with an exclamation point at the end of that statement. A lot of people wouldn't. Let's see how much people would actually do that. And for those out there who can, just increase the numbers and do that percentage and ask people if they would do that. And I'm telling you, a lot of people wouldn't. So why are you expecting this man to do that too? It's not like he ain't work for his money. It's not like Amazon is a scam company. It's not like you could buy something from Amazon and be scammed out of your money. It's not like Amazon Prime is not hella reliable. So it's not like he's one of these frauds, these scam billionaires would steal money from. It's not like that. So I feel like people just try to discredit him. But that's beside that. Now, the other end of the spectrum that I am actually leaning towards is his money, man. I just have this mindset like, who are we to tell these people what to do with their damn money? Because when we get our paycheck, we don't like nobody telling us what to do with our damn money, right? We don't like taxes being taken out. So how you think he would feel if he had a bunch of people telling him what to do with his money? You see, like I said, man, I try, the way my mind works, I try to, make the comparisons. Like, that's the rich side. I have to bring it back down to our side. Imagine we get our paycheck and you have a bunch of people telling you what to do with your damn money. It's the same thing, man. It really is. It's just not to that extent with the money, but it literally is the same thing. The principle is exactly the same. It's his money. Why the hell are we trying to tell people what to do with their money? It's just like that situation with Cardi B and her daughter and Offset buying her daughter that Birkin bag. Yeah, it may seem astronomical to us, but they got that. Like, that's nothing with it. That's like a swipe my debit card. That's it for them. You know what I mean? So who are we to tell them what the hell to do with their money? You know what I mean? Like, man, we gotta stop that. I hate that. Now, okay. The one thing I will say I think he should do with his money is improve the conditions at the Amazon warehouse. I've never been there personally, but I have heard stories and stuff like that, and that's not a place I would even want to work, even though I've heard that they pay decent. They pay more than a regular warehouse kind of a job. That's one thing I think we could all agree with. Your workers should be safe. Amazon Prime is hella reliable, but it shouldn't come at the cost of people who are just trying to make a living. You know what I mean? That's one thing I will say. And who's to say that he's not donating to the poor? Who's to say that? Because I remember a few years ago, I used to think Jay-Z and Beyonce wasn't doing that. But they definitely are doing that. So it's just like, we can't, for one, we can't tell them what to do with their money. And for two, like, man, think about it in your situation. You get your paycheck on Friday or whatever, and you got this and that person telling you what to do with your money. You know how annoying it is? And I'm talking to you out there. You get your paycheck and your parents telling you should do this and do that with your money. Think about it now. Think about it. I got you, right? I know I did. I know I got you with that. Because you know how it feels when you get your money and your parents telling you should do this, you should do that. Same exact thing. Not as astronomical, like I said, with the numbers, but it's literally the same thing. The principle is exactly the same. Don't try to tell him what he should do with his money. You ain't help him. I mean, maybe you did, I guess, by buying stuff from Amazon, but you know what I mean. He worked his ass off for that. He made Amazon into this billion-dollar company. Come on, But hey, if I get to, I will try to do the Candace Owens and Cardi B topic. But I'll try. That's all I can say for now. So yeah, thank you. This video is long enough. If you feel strongly about it, leave a comment. I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this because he's not even the only one who I've been thinking about this for. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you feel strongly about it, leave a comment. Leave a like as well, and hit that subscribe button just if you want to be a part of the process, man. The process of me having a good setup, me being somewhere, my name out there, my thoughts out there, podcast, interview, whatever, subscribe, man. Hit that 3-pointer for me. Hit that trifecta for me, man. I really appreciate it. And it does help me out a lot. So yeah, thank you, and more videos coming soon.